Hello, I'm Mike.
Hi, and I'm Terry, and we're from Wilton Manors, Florida, which is a small city just outside of Fort Lauderdale in South Florida. We wanted to share this video with you so you can learn a little bit about ourselves, our relationship, our desire to start a family through open adoption, and we'll talk a little bit about our family background, our house, and just how you can get in touch with us if you like what you see.
And our dogs, too. We love our dogs. Terry and I met over 9 years ago in South Florida in Miami at a human rights fundraiser. At the time, he was living in Tampa. I was living in Orlando. We eventually bought our first home in Orlando. Then we relocated here with my company down to Fort Lauderdale, and I'm living here ever since.
So we moved here about 6.5 years ago. One of the earliest topics of discussion when we first started dating was both of us, our desire to have children someday. We didn't know how that was going to happen.
We didn't know if it was even allowed.
Well, that was the biggest issue. I'm not sure how many of you know the adoption ban that was in place for 33 years in Florida, which prohibited gay people from adopting. That really put a wrench into our plans for the last few years, and luckily late last year that ban was lifted, and once that was lifted, we had started the process immediately. So peace of mind for you watching the video, as we have finished all of the prerequisites to adopt. So we have already done all of our home studies and all of the necessary paperwork to be eligible for adoption. So we are ready to go, and we just need a birth mother to welcome into our lives to the degree that she's comfortable with.
And open adoption is so important. We've had friends go through the process with their children, and they're 6 to 8 years old, and we've just seen the wonders of the kids get along and know their birth mother and the bond that they've created with the birth mother and their adoptive parents. And it's just so natural, and it's just a great feeling that the kids can talk about it freely and understand that they're in a happy place and they have happy parents and they have a happy birth mother, and they're comfortable with having that open communication with them.
And it's not a mystery to the child where they came from. So one of the things that I really like about open adoption is it's not only beneficial to us, who will be the parents of the child, but it really empowers the birth mother to select the people or person that she wants to parent her child.
Absolutely.
And I think that's something that can really give a birth mother peace of mind, to know the people that are going to be caring for this child, and again, to open herself to the degree that she's comfortable with, and just know that we are certainly open to whatever the birth mother is comfortable as far as sharing in our child's lives.
And having that bond as a family, being a native Floridian, my family lives very close. So I have my sister and her two kids, niece and a nephew, a boy and a girl, that are ready for cousins. My sister's ready to babysit. My stepmom and my dad ready to be grandparents, and they're close by, just about a half hour up the road, to spend time with the family and grow that family, whether it's going parks or going to the beaches or take them to Disney World, as well as Terry's family that are down from Buffalo.
Yeah, and a little bit about my background. I grew up in a large Irish Catholic family in Buffalo, New York. I have 3 brothers and a sister, 4 boys, all about 2 years apart. So God bless my parents for handling that. But I'm very close to my family. Although that my parents live in New York, they recently retired, and they spend about 3 to 6 months a year down in Florida. So they will certainly be involved in our child's lives. As far as our house, we're just about 5 minutes from the beaches of Fort Lauderdale. We live in a small residential community. We have a great network of support of friends in the area that are all anxious for us to have our child or children to participate in adoption and play dates. Our house itself, we have...
It's right behind us. It's not CGI, so we are talking from our home.
Yeah, this is our dining room, and this is our hallway or foyer. Our nursery is ready to go. The baby will have its own bathroom. We do have a pool area, and we just want to preface for any concerns that are out there, there is a child safety net around the pool and the spa area, and our child probably will be learning to swim before they're learning to walk. So that is something that's very, very, very important to us to ensure its safety.
Part of our extended family are 2 dogs. We have a golden retriever and a chocolate lab who have grown up with children, are just gentle and warm and loving, and and love to be with kids, so they're looking forward to extending the family and having a little one with a pitter-patter of feet, playing with them or just giving them kisses as they're laying down on the little mat on the floor in the early stages.
Yeah, our chocolate lab we've had since a puppy. He's 7.5 years old. His name is Guinness. So he's a fully adult dog. He's always been around children. And then we also have a golden retriever, Jameson, who is our baby girl. She's a little bit older, but
she's a rescue. We took her off the streets of South Miami, and she has been a wonderful addition. She never knew what toys were or food, or she was just on the street and left stray, and she came around quite quickly and has been just a wonderful, loving dog ever since.
So she's a little bit up there in her age, but she's a very, very sweet dog and has been excellent around the children that she's been exposed to. So really, we just want to thank you for taking a few minutes to learn more about ourselves.
Come see us on Facebook. We are at Mike and Terry's Adoption Adventure on Facebook, so I hope you're on Facebook. You can find us there. And
we also have a website, mikeandterryadopt.com, mikeandterryadopt.com. Both of those have our contact information, our phone number, our email, for you to get in touch with us. So we really look forward to the adoption process, and we would love to hear from you.
Thank you very much for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed as much as we had making it. Thank you.
Bye-bye.